I wrote a paper named A Philosophical Foundation for Geoengineering. In this video, we're going to look at the core arguments in this paper. Most people agree that climate change is a bad thing and that we have a problem. So the question is, what can we do about it? We have two options. Option one is to try and fix the root cause of the problem. In scientific literature, that option is called mitigation. Option two is to look at the effects of climate change and to look for a solution for those problems. In the case of global warming, this option is called geoengineering. The general conversation around climate change is based on one core assumption, and that assumption is climate change is bad. If we accept that assumption, we introduce a slight tilt to the subject. Mitigation is now in a superior position because it combats the root cause of a bad thing. Now, if we look at the question on whether we should research geoengineering, we find ourselves in a position to defend geoengineering against mitigation. The main argument here is that if we start researching geoengineering, then we might slow down the efforts to mitigate climate change. That is called the moral hazard argument. Now, let's see what happens if we turn this argument around. What if we would say that climate change is a good thing? That sounds pretty crazy, and of course it is. But let's see what has happened to our two options. Now, geoengineering would be the preferred option because, well, to say that climate change is good rests on the assumption that we will be successful in dealing with its effects through geoengineering. So now mitigation is in a position to defend itself because it comes at higher economic cost. Of course, there are many obvious flaws in this argument. The reason for turning things around here is to see that both of these assumptions are incorrect and we should abandon them altogether. Climate change is neither good nor bad. Climate change just is. Now we have created a level playing field and neither mitigation nor geoengineering are superior to one another. Both can and should exist in concert. This is the philosophical foundation for geoengineering, and it is rock solid. To prove that, here are $500 that I will pay to the first person that is able to prove me wrong on this subject. If you can show that the core argument of this paper is wrong, I will pay you $500.